Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are reviewing round 3 of the Challenge Cup. I have already put out the one for the champions. If you've not seen that video, I'll leave an eye up in that corner and you can go and check it out. But yeah, interesting game in the challenge. Again, a few teams securing qualification, a few teams who mathematically haven't but probably are fine. And yeah, the whole tournament starting to take shape as we go into the knockout stages, and yeah, let's just hop right into it. Our first game was Gloucester at home to Scarlets, and a fairly expected and comfortable win for Gloucester. 31 points to 7 there. I didn't quite think it'd be that much. 24 points is a massive win, but I thought Gloucester would probably not be too bad in that game. Yeah, good win for them. Next up we have Perpignan at home to Cardiff, and actually a massive win for the French side, as they run out 23 points to 20 winners, which just proves that French teams in France, no matter how poor they are, like in the league or comparatively compared to their opponents, still put up a good fight. Cardiff are third, fourth in the URC, and Perpignan are near the bottom of the top 14, and they're pulling off a big win like that. So massive win for Perpignan, puts them well in the run to qualify actually, and Cardiff still looking alright. There's still 2 wins from 3, which isn't terrible. They should still be okay, but yeah, bit of a shock win there. Next up we have Vaughan at home to Edinburgh, and Edinburgh do get it over the line just about, 25-29 to the Scottish side there. Big win. It's actually Edinburgh's first away win of the season, believe it or not. So yeah, massive confidence. They sit, I'll get to the polls in a minute, but they're sitting in a good place. Edinburgh Van as well have put themselves well in the conversation for knockouts as well, so it'll be interesting to see there. Next up we have Black Lion at home to Bayonne, and again Black Lion I keep trying to put hype on them, but yeah, 16-41 to the French team in Georgia. Yeah, they've still got an outside chance of qualifying Black Lion, but yeah, it's looking a bit rough for them. Bayonne stayed in good stead, to be honest with you, going into the last game, but I'll get to the polls in a minute. But big win for the French side, good to see there. Next up, we've Ospreys at home to Newcastle, and to be honest with you, I think most people expected Ospreys to get quite a big win there, 35 points to 15 to the Welsh side. Yeah, big win there. Tiny crowd. I saw something that the crowd was only just over 3,000, which is actually quite shocking for Welsh rugby. If it was in Newcastle, go fair enough, but obviously, yeah, interesting there. But anyway, a big win for Ospreys. Next up we have Montpellier at home to Lions, and again French teams in France. Montpellier are one of the better teams in the tournament. Lions, outside of South Africa, they usually struggle, and again it struck 28 points to 5 to the French side there. Big win for Montpellier, big bonus point win, I believe. Yeah, business as usual for them. Montpellier, one of those teams who are in and out of the Champions and Challenge, and you've got them, Connacht and Edinburgh, say, are the main 3 who just kind of jump between the two quite a lot, so yeah, it's no surprise that they're doing well. Next up we have Cheetahs at home to Zebra, and actually that was a big win for, it was a big win for Cheetahs, but a big fight for Zebra up in Bloemfontein, and that's not a fun place to go. And yeah, 22-18, so a tight game, but Cheetahs managing to grind out the win there. They are sitting not terribly, I believe they are still well in the running for knockout place. Zebra are just about out of it, I think, to be brutally honest. I think it's not nice for them, but I think they're only on a couple of bonus points. They've not picked up a win. They've got an outside chance next week, but I can't remember who they're playing, so could check. Zebra. Just doing this to Perpignan in Italy, which could actually, that is a winnable game for them, so we'll have to wait and see, but yeah. And then last but definitely not least, Dragons at home to Pau, and a big win for the French side actually. Didn't quite think Pau would go to Newport as Dragons, and get the win. But they do 15 points to 24 there. Yeah, again, Dragons just not quite looking there. They've had a bit of a rough season, and Pau taking advantage of that. So that's all the games. There's only 9 games a week in the challenge, because obviously there's 3 pools, and then you'll have 4 drop down for the champions. To go through the pools, Pool 1, we've got Connaughton first on 15. They have already qualified. Lyon in 2 on 9. Cardiff in 3rd on 7. Perpignan 4th on 6. Cheetahs 5th on 6th. And then Zebra 6th on 2. So Zebra's still, if they get a win against Perpignan, they might be able to do something. Especially seeing as Cheetahs will, they'll have one of the top 3, won't they? Cardiff, Lyon or Connaught away, which, it'd be a big upset, I think, if they got something. So maybe, but Zebra look like they're just about out of it. Next up, Pool 2, Montpellier in first on 14, they've qualified. Pau in second on 10, they've qualified. Ospreys 3rd on 10, they've qualified. So you've got Dragons in 4th on 5, Lions in 5th on 5, and Newcastle in 6th on 0. So it's really between Dragons and Lions for who takes that last qualifying spot there. Newcastle I can't see them doing anything in there, to be brutally honest with you. And then last up, Pool 3, no one's actually officially qualified here, as it's still quite close, but yeah. And first you've got Edinburgh on 11 points, second you've got Gloucester on 9 points, third Bayonne on 9 points, fourth Vannes on 7 points, fifth Scarlets on 6 points, and sixth Black Lion on 4 points. So still in theory anyone could qualify. I struggle to see Black Lion doing it. They travel to Edinburgh, where as long as Edinburgh win, they will top the group. So yeah, I do struggle to see Black Lion doing it, but any of the others, and goodness knows. But yeah, that's it. Not quite as long as the Champions one, there's not as many games to cover. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I shall see you later.